Good morning, everyone. Well, this is Buck, and I'm back down here from Cheyenne, Wyoming. What I want to go over with something here is that how am I going to change this? This is broken, actually. Well, it does lock. It does have a locking system. It does work, but it just gets stuck down there. So the spring is broken here. So we need to change this whole thing. Now, according to the professional advice I received by the mechanic, they told me that you're going to have to change this whole thing because it's broken. Well, how can I change this? So we're going to have to go buy a new set of this upper hinge, right hood corner, and replace it. So let's go ahead and see if we can fix this. First, we're going to have to remove that from there, and then we're going to remove the hinge. Should we do that? Or maybe we should try something different. Why don't we try first something different and see if we can fix it. If we can't do the first step, and then we're going to have to do the second, which is replace the whole thing. So before we go ahead and replace the whole thing, and there was a professional advice I received, why don't we go ahead and see if we can replace just the spring. Maybe we don't have to replace the whole thing. Now, how am I going to replace the spring? Well, it seems to me that there is a hook right here, and you can see it, and there's a hole where I can run the spring through. There's no hole over there, so I'm going to go ahead and drill this. When I drill this, then I'm able to hook up the spring. Maybe we'll be able to make it work. Well, here we go. I did go ahead and put a hole right there, and we have a hole here. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can connect the spring. I have a very nice strong spring. I found it back in the house, laying around, and I said, it's been in the bucket for about maybe more than 5-6 years. It's just sitting there. Well, I didn't know. But if I go ahead and put this spring here, it's possible that I'm able to have this work, actually. All right, let me put this on. Well, I did manage to replace one edge of this spring to the right corner hinge, and the lower part where I'm going to have to make a nut here. Seems to me that this spring is still fresh and new, so I'm able to maneuver and twist this wire around and around until I get it as I want it, the way I want it to be, so to make it safer and secure it completely. Now I'm going to work on my way up, and I replace this up here and tie the knot there, and let's see if it's going to work. But well, do we really need to replace the brand new hinge above here just because that little spring is broken? Well, why don't we find out? So before I go ahead and pull the lower side, I'm going to have to make a nut. I'm going to run it through maybe twice through that hole and secure it, and I'm going to work my way on the bottom. So we want to make sure that once this hinge handle must be up, not low. So whenever you snap it open, it's going to snap right out. So it's going to pull it. So it did really work. So basically what I had to do was carefully, I needed to strengthen back the spring out here, because as I pulled, it did make, it did lose the edge. But now, see that? It's working. So which means I don't really need to replace the whole hinge. And that's, guys, $60 in the bucket. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. Let me see. We're gonna cut this wire. Here we go. Beautiful. I like the way it's working. Well, thank you for watching. I love it. 25-cent spring will get the job done. Got any questions, comments, please shoot me a comment. Got any questions, PM me, please. And I'm going to be on my way to Colorado. Well, this is the morning I woke up. This was my view. Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is blessing. Look at how beautiful this is. God, I could fly right over to the other side of the end, over top of that mountains. This is gorgeous. Well, all right, I'm gonna come back to reality, guys. Just don't forget what you need to do today. Get yourself a cup of coffee and take care of yourselves. And Outback Trucker Buck is out. Thank you.